Rick Spielman's out there spending money. In just another example why second, but really third and fourth wave free agency is better than open free agency, because you don't pay way over retail for guys. But Vikings do have to replace Everson Griffin as well as Steve Weatherly at defensive end. Enter a name that will remember because of Mike Remmers, Anthony Jerome friggin' Zettel, from formerly of Detroit Lions, Penn State, etc. So let's talk about the surprisingly journeyman defensive lineman today. So 27 years old, just inked up with the Vikings. Don't have the contract details. I'm sure it's probably a one-year deal. I'm sure it's pretty minimal. So it's great value for the Vikes. 6'4", 277 pounds, former four-star recruit from West Branch, Michigan. Inked up with Penn State, class of 2011. Now, his signing up at Penn State during that time, interesting, right? Because it's right smack dab during the Joe Paterno crisis, the everything that went on there. It's not great, right? Put them on probation. They should have got the death penalty, but yeah. Bill O'Brien ended up taking over coaching there 2012, 2013, Zettel's freshman and sophomore years. And then Franklin came in junior, senior year. That's when he really started to bust out junior season. Playing defensive tackle, 42 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 8 sacks. Just a beast. Monster of the interior. First team All Big Ten, all of the accolades, etc. Had a pretty okay senior season, ended up being third team All Big Ten, but came out in the draft. Just didn't really have the length or size the team wants. Also, a bit of a tweener. Like, is he an edge? Does he play defensive tackle inside? Doesn't really necessarily have the size there. Short arms, T-Rex, all that other stuff. But other than that, really solid measurables. Ran a 4.81 40. A really impressive 4.39 short shuttle. Great in the jumps as well. So fast, agile, explosive, just gets after it. And, the whole cliche, the white defensive lineman, gritty, gutty, coach on the floor, heart and hustle, lunch pail guy. He has all those things. Every cliche sometimes rings true a little bit. But did fall to the 6th round just because, teams, like we said, teams sometimes can be measurement snobs at times. So they didn't really know where he was going to play. It's actually... Zettel's a bit of a Hercules Mataafa type, where he was coming out extremely productive defensive tackle. I think he's a first-team All-American. But the fact that he was 254 friggin' pounds playing D tackle, they didn't know where to play him. So pretty comparable there. Actually, Zettel and Herc will get into camp. They'll have a who's more gritty contest. They'll both win. And then Chad Beebe comes in with a metal chair, just whacks everyone. There you go. But Vikings fans, like we said, they'll remember Anthony Zettel from his days with the Lions. Notably, 2017, where he just lit up expensive turnstile Mike Remmers for 2 sacks in the very near-rung 14-7 loss to Detroit at the bank, which is just a great game. Right. And like I mentioned, his big season was that 2017 second year in the league. Started 16 games, all of them opposite of Ziggy Ansah at defensive end for the Lions, racking up 43 tackles, 6.5 sacks, 43 pressures, and a partridge in a pear tree, while posting a 70.7 PFF grade. And then enter Matt Patricia, and Zettel was a very shocking and surprising. In fact, go look at the Detroit papers from them. He was cut before the season started. It was just, wow. It's essentially like if the Vikings would cut Afadio Denebo before 53-man cuts next year or this year, it would be on that level of shock, right? So you have this young, amazing, by the way, local kid from Michigan, and he just cut him? Wow. Bounced around with the Browns in 2018, eventually inked up with the Bengals, and then ended up on the Niners in 2019. Did play 11 snaps against the Vikings in the divisional round playoff loss. Recorded a tackle there. Also played 14 snaps in the Super Bowl, so bully on him there. And hit free agency. Vikings decided to sign him. We're in like third, fourth wave free agency there. And I'll just say it. I will just say it. The fact that he doesn't have a true position, I actually think his true position is 5-tech. And it just adds more fuel to the speculation fire that the Vikings are moving to a 3-4. I mean, come on. But of course, things can be very amorphous. They're going to play multiple fronts, do all that stuff, whatever. But he can play defensive end. He can play defensive tackle. If he's going to play DN, put him at left DN. So maybe that's, Danielle Hunter right DN, and then Zettel, Fadi, left DN. Come on. Plus, fans are just going to love this guy. Like, he just gets after it. He never says die. Like, every single snap is the Alamo to this dude. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And Also, I mean, it's a guy who has started and played at a high level in the not so distant past. So I think that there's a very good chance that he makes the team. In fact, I would wager he's like 85% to make this team at this point, even if they draft an edge, which not a great edge class. So I don't think he's necessarily going to get edged out of the Vikings roster, especially with Everson and Weatherly cut. So I think he makes it, and we'll just see what happens, because you like the versatility. You like that he can create pressure, whether it's inside or the outside. So I think this is a great pickup. I think this is a great signing right now. So welcome Anthony Zettel for the team. You can forgive him about those Detroit years and those Penn State years, but there you go. All right, your thoughts. Anthony Zettel, join up with the Vikings. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe, Daily Vikings Takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up in the Venmo. Please give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.